Nathan Jones has been talking about his vision for Stoke City, and fans seem to be tapping into his mission statement on the face of it. The Welshman's time at Stoke has been distinctly underwhelming, yet to judge him on his work so far would be missing the point. Jones is here for the long term, and therefore has long-term plans for the club that involve assessing the players he's inherited and then trying to mould his own squad come the close season. As he told the Sentinel, "I have a clear view of what needs to happen. I want to develop people. I want people to be hungry. I want to bring here a hunger that changes the environment. I want people who want to metaphorically kill for this club. That's what I think we're lacking at the minute, but we will get that." It's a powerful message, and one that has sparked a reaction from fans on social media and fans forums. This is what they are saying. Neil SCFC Price, "He continues to impress me with his vision and plans." Some fans dissed him over the weekend, but this is a project, a long-term plan. "It will come together, I'm convinced by it. The players have to focus on getting us up the table and prepare for next season. There's a massive summer ahead. It will be one of the biggest Stoke have ever had. Mass clear out, sell a few, reshape the squad to what Jones wants. Lee Frost, "It might take a few seasons to bond and get the right mentality, but I'm sure Jones is the right man. We just need to be patient." Michael Stockley, "Can't wait to see what he can do with his own clear out and transfer window, not to mention a full preseason. Important we get majority signed before they return for preseason though." Mark Hammond, "I'm 100% behind NJ. He will sort out the players and be ruthless in getting rid of those who aren't good enough, only here for the money, or don't fit his system. Come on Nathan, sort this mess out." David Kirkham, "Yeah, it's what is needed. I prefer 11 League One players giving 100% every week rather than 11 big-time Charlies thinking a point a Wigan is a decent result." Peter Bailey, "He knows exactly what he wants, and it's great that he's told the players they are in effect on probation and will be dropped if they don't come up to his and the club's expectations. Interesting going forward then." Nathan Jones, manager of Stoke City. Linda Dunn, "Nathan Jones is so right. He feels and understands what a great team should be. Look at our former players who are now Stoke City fans and legends who we all remember with affection. This is because they fought for our club to become the best, and it hurt when we lost games." Sir Stanley Matthews, Gordon Banks, Terry Conroy and the team of 1972. In later years we had John Walters, Liam Lawrence, Ricardo Fuller, Danny Higginbottom, Rory Delap and Kevin Rooster Russell, to name just a few Warriors. It must hurt them when they watch our team and see what has happened. Alex James, "Sounds promising as long as he is back to get the players he identifies. Interesting though how he's only got the backing from 3/5 of the board. Doesn't sound like Denise or Richard wanted him." Gemma Breeze, "My partner who knows very little about football said the other night, sell them all and start dogging." Seems like Nathan may be thinking along the same lines. Julie Williams, "Bloody hell, we won't have enough players left for 5-a-side soon." Stephen Stair, "He's all talk and should take a walk." Andy Ball, "Looking long-term is alright, but the manager needs to get a tune out of the current squad too. There are managers out there that can do both. I'm sure he's acutely aware of his results so far, which don't make great reading. Other relegated clubs are bouncing back much quicker than us and had a much poorer record in the Premier League with far less resources." Christopher Edward, "Big changes promised under Lambert and then Rowett. It's alright NJ making the right noises, but he needs to be backed by the higher-ups. Credit to him for making changes so far though, notably, dropping Brian Shaw-Cross. We are a club whose identity was to work hard and make it difficult for other teams. If we can get a fraction of that back with the right players, then we will be on to a winner next season." Barry Sherratt, "I back him 100%. It's time we stopped moaning. This season is over anyway and I see big changes in the summer." Nathan Hilditch, it's way too soon to judge his long-term plan. Everything sounds just wonderful, but talk is cheap and results don't match his ambitions. Why do we have to completely implode in our remaining games? Like Tony Pulis always said, you play to your strengths. Brian Bartlam, keep the good work up, Nathan. You can only play with the cards you have been dealt. Johnny Potter, patience will be a virtue in the case of this manager. He has inherited a club with 3 years' decline behind it. It is bound to be painful in the short term, but I have faith that NJ is the right man to deal with the many problems we have. We have to let him do the things he needs to do. We, as supporters, wear our Stoke shirts with pride. This time next year I am convinced we will see players who feel the same. It will be worth the wait. The right side, he has inherited a hell of a task trying to put right the wrongs of the last 3 years. I am confident he will eventually sort things out, and our club will once again have an optimistic future, provided he is given at least 3 years to achieve this. Nathan Jones' task would be many times easier if the two main individuals involved in all transfers and recruitment behind the scenes were replaced. Sadly, there is little hope of that happening. Cobham Stokey, I just hope he gets the opportunity to sign his own players and not ones offered him by Chief Executive Tony Scholes and Head of Recruitment Mark Cartwright. Sounds very promising. I'm sure he'll give it his all, I'm just not convinced by Cartwright and Scholes. Stokey 86, I imagine he'll already have a good idea of players he wants. Hopefully, he's the one giving them, recruitment team, a list. Really, we're in uncharted territory, aren't we? Pretty much a full rebuild rather than just players to add to a fairly strong core, which we did have for many years. To be fair, last summer Gary Rowett got who he wanted by the sounds of it, so no reason for Jones not to. Sam B, words are good, but is it deliverable? We have a lot of expensive deadwood on big wages who are going to be difficult to shift because no one else is likely to offer them the same money as they're on here. Without shifting a significant number of players on, Jones won't be able to sign enough new players to make the difference he wants to make. Stokey North Ants, Jones certainly talks a good game, but for me, the jury is still out. His current record is atrocious and worse than under Gary Rowett. I agree he must be given time, but, in the meantime, let's see some passion on the pitch. The occasional goal would also be good. He sounds more like a politician. You're a manager, so start managing.